The seven wonders of the ancient world have fascinated humanity for centuries, capturing the imagination of countless generations. These extraordinary feats of engineering and artistry stood as monuments to human ambition, power, and creativity in a time when the known world was much smaller, yet filled with civilizations striving for greatness. Only one of these wonders still stands today, but their legends endure, reminding us of the ingenuity of our ancestors and the great civilizations that came before us. We are going to explore each of the seven wonders of the ancient world and some of the mysteries that still surround them. What made them the awe-inspiring constructions that captivate our imaginations, and why they've earned their place on this list. 1. The Great Pyramid of Giza, Egypt. The Great Pyramid of Giza is the only surviving wonder of the ancient world. Built for Pharaoh Khufu around 2580 BCE, the pyramid stood as the tallest man-made structure on Earth for over 3,800 years. It reached an astounding height of 147 meters, or 481 feet. What made the Great Pyramid a wonder was its immense size, precision, and the sheer effort required to construct it. Made from millions of limestone blocks, some weighing as much as 15 tons, it is believed that over 20 years of labor by tens of thousands of workers went into building the pyramid. Its alignment with the cardinal points and placement in perfect harmony with the stars of Orion's belt suggests an advanced understanding of astronomy and mathematics. But how were the ancient Egyptians able to build such a massive structure with such primitive tools? What methods did they use to achieve such a monumental feat? How were they able to transport 15-ton blocks from so far away? How did they measure with such precision, being only 1 millimeter off of true north? And are there more hidden passages yet to be found? So many mysteries surround the Great Pyramids, many of which we will probably never know. 2. The Hanging Gardens of Babylon, Iraq. The Hanging Gardens of Babylon are perhaps the most mysterious of all the seven wonders. There is no definitive archaeological evidence that they ever even existed. However, ancient texts and various accounts describe these gardens as an extraordinary feat of botanical and architectural expertise. It is believed that they were built around 600 BCE, but the actual builder of these incredible gardens is still being debated. Some say it was Semiramis, an Assyrian queen, while others suggest it was King Nebuchadnezzar II who built them for his wife, Amytis. However, it is still uncertain who it actually was. What made the Hanging Gardens a wonder was not just their beauty, but the ingenuity required to sustain them in the arid Mesopotamian climate. They were described as a series of tiered gardens with trees, shrubs, and vines that resembled a massive green mountain. Ancient writers claimed that an advanced irrigation system allowed the gardens to flourish, despite being surrounded by desert. But if the gardens did indeed exist, how did the Babylonians manage to irrigate such a vast, lush garden in the middle of a desert? What water systems did they use to distribute the water vertically? Who actually built them, and why? Were they built in the ancient city of Babylon or the Assyrian city of Nineveh? Why is there no archaeological evidence that remains, and did they ever really exist? Most likely, we will never know. 3. The statue of Zeus at Olympia, Greece. The statue of Zeus at Olympia, built around 435 BCE by famed sculptor Phidias, was a 40-foot-tall representation of Zeus, king of the Greek gods, seated majestically on a throne. It was housed in the Temple of Zeus in Olympia, the site of the ancient Olympic Games, and became a symbol of Greek artistic and religious devotion. What made the statue a wonder was its awe-inspiring size, the luxurious materials used in its construction, and its sheer beauty. Phidias crafted the statue from ivory and gold, meticulously detailed down to Zeus's sandals and robes. Its grandeur was said to be unforgettable to those who witnessed it. But why was the statue of Zeus destroyed? Was it an earthquake or fire? Where are its remains? Are there any remains left to be found? Could fragments of the statue still be hidden somewhere, waiting to be discovered? Was it dismantled and moved to Constantinople? If so, why? What exact techniques and materials did Phidias employ to create such a masterpiece? And what did this epic statue of Zeus actually look like? Most likely, we will never know. 4. The Temple of Artemis at Ephesus, Turkey. The Temple of Artemis at Ephesus, constructed around 550 BCE, was a grand tribute to the goddess Artemis, the Greek deity of the hunt, nature, and fertility. Situated in present-day Turkey, the temple was known for its colossal size and exquisite architecture, featuring over 120 marble columns, each standing 18 meters or 60 feet high. Today, only a few remnants of the temple remain. What made the temple a wonder was its monumental scale and the intricate artistry that adorned it. It was not only a place of worship, but also a market and cultural center. However, it was destroyed multiple times, first by arson and later by invaders, with its final ruin brought by the Goths in 262 CE. So many questions still surround this temple, such as, why did it take 120 years to construct? Why was it destroyed so many times? Why did the temple's every destruction invite an almost immediate rebuilding, with no expense spared? How was this massive structure built with its massive stones and intricate detailed artistry? Who visited the temple? What offerings were made? And why was this temple deemed so important? Archaeologists continue to search for these answers. 5. The Mausoleum at Halicarnassus, Turkey. The Mausoleum at Halicarnassus was a grand tomb built between 353 and 350 BCE for Mausolus, a Persian satrap, and his wife Artemisia. Located in modern-day Turkey, the structure was renowned for its size, beauty, and the artistry of its sculptures, which depicted Greek and Amazon warriors in battle. It is purported that the tomb was filled with some of the most valued treasures and art masterpieces of that time, but to this day, none have been found. What made the mausoleum a wonder was its fusion of different architectural styles, as well as its extraordinary scale. It stood 45 meters or 148 feet and was adorned with sculptures created by some of the finest artists of the time. The term mausoleum has since become synonymous with grand tombs, a testament to the lasting impact of this wonder. The mausoleum stood for 16 centuries before being damaged by earthquakes and eventually dismantled by crusaders in the 15th century. But why was it built with such immense size and opulence when most rulers opted for modest burial sites? How was it able to stand for over 1,500 years? What treasures were lost inside the tomb? And what artistic masterpieces were inside the mausoleum that have been lost to time? Unfortunately, most of the questions that surround the mausoleum at Halicarnassus will never be solved. 6. The Colossus of Rhodes, Greece. The Colossus of Rhodes was a massive bronze statue of the sun god Helios erected on the Greek island of Rhodes in 280 BCE, built to celebrate the city's successful defense against a siege. The statue stood 33 meters or 108 feet tall, making it one of the tallest statues of the ancient world. What made the Colossus a wonder was its immense size and the engineering expertise required to construct such a massive structure. Although it stood for only 56 years before being toppled by an earthquake, the statue's image as a symbol of strength and resilience endured for centuries. The exact appearance of the Colossus is debated. Some believe it stood with its legs straddling the entrance to the harbor, though this is likely a myth and architecturally not feasible. But why was the statue never rebuilt given its significance? Did the engineers find a way to structurally build the statue with its legs straddling the harbor? What did it actually look like? What techniques were used to support such a structure, and were there design flaws? Why did they leave the ruins of this bronze statue for over 800 years? These are questions that will most likely go unanswered. 7. The Lighthouse of Alexandria, Egypt. The Lighthouse of Alexandria, also known as the Pharos of Alexandria, was built on the small island of Pharos, near the city of Alexandria in Egypt, around 280 BCE. It was one of the tallest man-made structures in the world at the time, standing between 100 and 130 meters or 330 and 430 feet. The lighthouse guided sailors safely to the harbor of Alexandria, one of the most important cities of the ancient world. What made the lighthouse a wonder was its technological sophistication and monumental height. It employed an ingenious system of mirrors to reflect sunlight during the day and used a fire at night to guide ships. Its light could be seen from great distances, making it a marvel of engineering and a symbol of human ingenuity. The lighthouse was damaged by several earthquakes and eventually collapsed in the 14th century. But what was the actual system of mirrors used? How did it work? Could the light really be seen from over 50 miles away? Was there an actual secret treasure hoard underneath the lighthouse, as claimed by a Byzantine eunuch from the 10th century? What secrets are contained in the ruins that lie in Alexandria's eastern harbor? Mysteries that, for the most part, will never be solved. The seven wonders of the ancient world were incredible achievements of engineering, architecture, and artistry. They showcase the creativity, ambition, and technical expertise of ancient civilizations and engineers. Though many of these wonders have been lost to time, their legacies endure, inspiring awe and curiosity about the world that came before us. These monuments stand as testaments to the heights that human ambition and creativity can reach, even in the distant past, and will forever endure as a testament to human ingenuity. I thank you for watching, and invite you to visit us again in our next episode,